Alright, so it looks like it's starting. I gotta see on my end here to make sure everything is good because I actually do it on Twitch and YouTube at the same time through my software. Just to be able to give us kind of a, you know,
Yeah,
larger platform, to work with, because I got YouTube people and I got Twitch people.
yeah, it needs to be important. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is Wheelchair Gamer. I'm doing a special exclusive here with it's for the Legends of Ellaria, which I'm very excited about, and we're doing a test first to make sure you all can hear us. So let me see here because I don't know if I have the sound on my streams up because I'm not trying to drown out what I'm hearing when I'm talking to you. So let me go on my phone real quick and look at this. Let's see here. Let's make sure that we're good. Because this is going to be quite an interesting video, but I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Alright. Let's see. Well, I'll just try to see if the sound... This is going to be quite an interesting video, but I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Let me have you go... Let me have you go ahead and talk and make sure I can hear you. Try to see if the sound...
So hi, my name is Adrian, and from one of the partners of Larcom Studio, and we're making Legends of Ellaria.
Let me have you go ahead and talk and make sure I can hear you. Try to see if the sound...
So hi, my name is Adrian, and from one of the partners of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we were able to pick up the sound, guys. So we're good today.
From
Anyways, let me have you
one
go
of
ahead and
the
introduce
partners of.
yourself
Can you hear
again.
me?
Yeah,
My name is
we were able to pick
Adrian,
up the
and
sound, guys.
me and my partner
So we're
Arik
good today.
are the
Anyways, let me have you
partners
go ahead
that
and
are making Legends of Ellaria. We started the concept in 2012 and started the development at 2013. And we are going to release Legends of Ellaria to Steam this year at around May, I hope.
Yeah, very exciting. So you were telling me that you were using it was the Unity engine. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And how is
The
that
latest,
working with it?
it's working pretty well, yeah. It's a very dynamic engine. I mean, you can do a lot on it. And we needed a dynamic engine because we're actually making two games in one. We're making both a first person game and also an RTS game. So we need this flexibility to make two games in one, the camera switch and all the logics. And we really like the flexibility of Unity.
Yeah, because I've known, I know that's one of the more popular ones to use. There's several games that I played that probably run it. Games that I probably don't even, I don't even realize are on it. But yeah, no. When I saw this game, I was just really interested. I was watching some of the stuff about it, and it was just interesting. This merging of RTS and RPG, like that is an interesting, and the way that it's done is kind of really smooth because I like how it's kind of this idea of growing a kingdom, so you get the benefit of like a Civ game almost, with the benefit of like what people like about things like Oblivion and stuff, because the globes, like I saw those globes and that kind of reminded me of like Diablo or like Oblivion or something like that in a way, because but it's its own thing. Like it's very stylistic, and I like the style that you guys have. It seems pretty interesting. Like it's just very captivating.
Yeah, and we're also doing quests. Like you can have a quest to go to this cave, and once you clear that cave, you can build a mine there. So basically, your kingdom changes. At one point, one cave is a mine. At another, it's a cave filled with evil monsters. And when you are invaded, you can hide stuff in the cave. It's a dynamic map. So that's what we like to make about it.
Yeah. So were there challenges along the way with this throughout the Kickstarter and I mean just developing it in general? I'm just kind of curious about that a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It's been a challenge. I mean, it's not easy developing the game because we included a lot of features. It's basically, as I said, kind of like two games in one. We are focusing on the RPG, on the adventure style. We're not focusing like making a mashup of multiple games. but we did include the RTS. I mean, you can build a kingdom, and whenever you build a kingdom anywhere in your map, your population have their own quests that they give you, their own behavior, and there are other kingdoms that react to you. So it's been a challenge, and it's been a very interesting challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, but how long did you have to run the Kickstarter before you were actually able to get everything sort of going with this development?
We started even before the Kickstarter. I mean, we started
Okay.
the development during our Kickstarter, a little bit before the Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter was actually made to improve our features, like to add some more features, like siege weapons and cavalry, and some other features that we thought that the community may want. So we made the Kickstarter in order to enhance the features. The more we got, the more features we added. And it was a good campaign, and we are now adding these features. There will be even more available during the early access.
Okay, and then also I was also wondering about a little bit about the history of I guess your studio. It's Larkin Studios. Is that correct? Is that was
Yeah.
that the name of the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. How I'm just wondering a little bit about like were there were games before, like you had some apps and stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've made apps, but mostly for other people. I mean, we usually make the applications for other people, like other companies,
Right.
and we were the lead developers of those applications, and we are bound by secrecy, so we can't really name those apps. But we developed some video games, mostly for mobile, and some of them for PC. And this is our main game. This is actually our first game in Steam.
Oh, that's really exciting because I always love to see these things kind of come to fruition because it seems like with games, with music, with all this stuff now, like with the advent of a lot of a lot of these sort of independent sort of things, you can do a lot of stuff. It seems like there's a lot of
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that are supporting these things, and it's nice to see it because there's a lot of stuff that these big time developers are just not going to see just because they're just not they're not reaching out to I don't think they're reaching out in the same way that you get when you do participate in a Kickstarter because I think there's more to Kickstarter than just simply getting money from people. I think it's you get the benefit of hearing what the fans want, and I think that
yeah, yeah.
is key.
Our community really helped us. We did a lot of voting in our site.
Cool.
They basically shaped a lot of the game for us. They helped us design, and they said, "We don't want this. We want that particular feature instead of that particular feature, and that feature is too much or too little, and you should do it in this way." And it really helped us to shape our game a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what about the how exactly did you come up with the was this a concept for a while? That was this an idea in the works for a while before it actually like, oh, this is the game that we want to make. We want to make a game that's you know
Yeah, yeah. It's influenced by Skyrim and games like Total War. Not specifically from Skyrim. I mean, we didn't say we are going to copy Skyrim or anything, but it is influenced by RPG and quests and Neverwinter Nights. I really like that game. I used to play video games a lot, and so did my partner. And we said, wow, it would be really cool if you could actually shape your kingdom, like make an RTS and
yeah.
an adventure game, something that will fit together in a nice way, not a complicated way, but a really nice way. And the concept started at 2012, maybe even a little bit at 2011. It slowly progressed until we started pushing it up at 2013.
Okay, so someone on stream was telling me that my mic was a little bit low, so I just turned it up a hair there. But yeah, but I was just very interested when I found out about this whole thing because it just seemed like it was really cool. I mean, how long have you guys been developing games though? I'm kind of curious about that as well.
We've been in the developing industry from 2001, I think. I mean, ever since the school, I think. But we slowly went into digital development. We worked in another company for digital programming. I think from 2007, I think we started going into the artwork developing at 2007 or so. It was for another company, and then slowly we became freelancers, and then we decided to make our own video game.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. I mean, I just again, since I saw it, and I'm a big time I'm a big fan of Skyrim. I'm a big fan of those types of games. But I can see where it's its own thing. Like it has its own style, and that's the
Yeah,
monsters are very specific
yeah,
to the game. I think they kind of you know I mean, they look a little bit different than things that I've seen before. And I mean, some of the footage, like it looked like there was like some cutscenes that just looked really beautiful in the YouTube video that I watched. Just
yeah.
kind of
We
blew my
just
mind. I was just like, that looks really good.
yeah, we just improved some of our graphics and added new monsters. We've got a lot more to show. I mean, we're gonna go take a new trailer and some new features and publish them. And I hope the early access is gonna be really, really super cool. And yeah, we're trying to make a special thing. Like we're focusing on magic, especially all kinds of types of magic. I mean, the whole concept is that you're not just a guy; you are the king. So as the king, you have really powerful spells. You meet really powerful monsters, and it's really cool that because we have the first person and RTS. I mean, you can also command armies and also need to fight a
Yeah.
monster. We've included like huge monsters in our game. There is one monster that is about in the size of a truck, and it really fits together in a game where even when you can't win that monster, you can send an entire army against that monster. So yeah, I'm hoping that it will be unique. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's kind of neat. And then as far as like a leveling system, is it how is that? Is it based off of? Is it kind of like most RPGs, or is the RTS does the RTS combine into that whole sort of leveling, or is there a leveling system?
Well, there are special items that you need to find in order to research, to gain research. You can also build libraries, but you need to gain research, and you need to build magic towers, magician towers. And once you do, your magic skills increase, or your warrior skill increase. So you, as a leveling system, get more types of magic and more types of combat movement. The more your kingdom grows, you can learn them by yourself, but slower. And when you learn those skills, you still need to level up. I mean, you can't be a level 1 mage and have a level 10 mage, but you basically, the spells themselves are open through your kingdom, through your researchers.
Yeah, but do you what I'm wondering is like in things like Fallout or other stuff like that. I mean, you have the skills, and then you actually have like the like you have like certain things you choose to level, like whether it's strength or you know
Yeah, yeah,
vitality or whatever.
you have that. Yeah, you have strength, you have charisma. The charisma is very important for your city management. Intelligence is not towards magic. We separated it to intelligence and spirit. If you have a high spirit, then you're a good magician. If you have a good high intelligence, then you're a good city construction. You can construct siege weapons and buildings and improve your kingdom and kingdom management.
Oh wow, that's
So
really cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
really neat. I like that. And then also I saw something about eventually down the road, you guys were thinking about introducing the idea of mods and also multiplayer. I don't know how far in development those things are, but you know,
We are we would like to make the single player first,
right.
and during the single player, the early access, we are gonna introduce mods. I'm hoping as soon as possible because modding really helps. We are really focusing on modding, and we have developed a system around that, but we haven't connected that system. I mean, it's ready to publish, but it's not yet implemented into the game.
Yeah, yeah, no, but I think what you guys got so far. I mean, I'm really excited to try this myself. To be honest with you, because it wasn't something that was really on my radar. But I'm glad that I'm glad that I was reached out. I'm glad you reached out to me on Twitter because I would not have known about this game, and I hate that I feel like there's a lot of indie games that kind of I don't get exposed to enough, and I feel like I'm glad that I'm able to I want to experience this game. It sounds like it just looks like a fun experience.
Yeah, I think so too. And the more people will play, the more they will tell to people. And I think it's a cool game too. It is a unique concept, so I'm sure that many people will know it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few people that I've talked to that already had known about it, because there's so much the the it's saturated with there's so much stuff out in the market. But you guys have you're part of the aren't you part of the Greenlight project on Steam or something like that? Didn't you? Aren't you?
Yeah, we were greenlit. We were greenlit in Greenlight, and we are going to publish on Steam through the Greenlight. I mean, you first get voted on Greenlight, and we actually got some really good votes on Greenlight, and now we're gonna publish it through the Greenlight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's crucial. I mean, it seems like from what you're saying, it seems like you have a very tight knit community. Like these people um, are really eager about this.
Yeah, it's mostly our Kickstarter funders.
Yeah,
It's also some other people that back to the game, and we've grown a community. There are also some people on the Steam that are waiting in our Steam group and in our community. We're really excited about what will happen when we are gonna publish in early access.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I know you had talked about potentially even doing something where we kind of do a stream where we play the game.
Yeah,
That'd be
we should.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
We
love
are
that.
we are gonna finish a new version very soon. It will include new graphics and new inventory and quest system. And yeah, we will be happy to play this even before the early access. We will be happy to play this to show it on the stream.
Yeah, yeah, because I think that this is something that definitely, I think, I think people definitely need to see, and I think, even though I don't have like a huge following, I have enough people that I think, I've been talking to a lot of the folks in the communities that I am in. I was talking to them a lot about this interview, and I just did a lot of research on this game, and I just thought that it just, you know, I'm a big time RPG guy, so I mean, this definitely is something that's cool. Um,
Great.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But I mean, is there anything else that you'd like to kind of like let us know about this game that
Well, it's basically kind of like an RPG game along with an army management game. You can build siege weapons, you can build buildings. It is divided into maps in a world map. There are multiple maps, and you can find more multiple maps as you go. Like when you scouts find one, or when you find as a part of a quest, like in a map or something. And it's very much based on quests, and there's a main story. It will be published after the early access, and there are some cool stuff that we would prefer not to say at this moment. Like,
well, hey, that keeps us
I'm,
wanting more. That keeps us
yeah,
wanting to find these things because I think that's kind of cool. If there's some secrets in the game, some things that you
there are
can
also
find
parts
that are
we the beginning, but the main story is really cool. It will include multiple dimensions. I'm not gonna say more than that, but it's gonna be cool. It's really gonna be cool.
Yeah, I mean, from what I looked at, like I said, it looked beautiful in that Unity engine. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. It
Yeah.
looks great. I mean, that's I'm pretty excited, and like we had talked about, I think potentially going to be able to do some sort of giveaway of Steam keys. I think you had talked about. I don't know for sure, but um, you know, I would be willing to do a giveaway on my channel to let people know, let them get them pumped to play. Um, you know, we'll see
Yeah,
what.
we could check that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that'll be really cool. Regardless of, I think people will definitely show up whenever I do my first live stream of that. I think it's definitely going to be good. So, when's the actual release date set for then?
We don't have an official one yet, but
Okay.
it's supposed to be at late May.
Yeah, yeah. I think you had talked about that.
Just a general idea at the moment. I wouldn't want to make promises, but be, at around late May.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, but I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. It's
Great,
just
I'm happy to talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always like trying to reach out to the developers because very few times do you actually get to talk to the person that had made the game or had some involvement in it in any way. It's just because the market is so saturated that it's hard to find it's hard to find that where you actually can talk to these developers, and it's again, I really appreciate you coming out here and doing that.
No problem. Sure.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, Legends of Ellaria. So you heard it here. You guys definitely should check out their site. Definitely check out the YouTube videos. I'm going to definitely make sure to put in the description, um, where you can find their stuff. Where you can watch some of those videos to get pumped for this too. And of course, like I said, they're on Greenlight, for Steam, which is that's a pretty big deal because I mean, obviously you got voted in there. So I mean, that's I think that's pretty good. You know. So
And yeah, okay, cool.
yeah. Well, anyways, guys, I will see you next time on Wheeltalk, and maybe we'll have another cool exclusive like this. Hoping to be able to do a stream of Legends of Ellaria soon. Um, we'll see if we can get that up and going. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today. I really appreciate that.